Climate activists say despite South Africa pushing ahead with a just transition framework towards clean energy, other local policies are not keeping up with the promises made. The 22nd of July will mark Climate Emergency Day, and on that day, local and international activists will pause to watch climate clocks around the world tick down towards a new worrying milestone. Nic Andersen has that report.
In September 2020, the climate clock officially went live above Times Square in New York City. It counts down the time remaining to prevent global warming from going above 1.5 degrees Celsius. According to scientists, any changes made before the deadline give the planet the best chance of recovery. The clock also shows what percentage of the energy in the world is renewable. Right now, that number is still depressingly low.
Greta Thunberg and Vanessa Nakate from Uganda said in a open letter to the global media around the last big climate conference, if you're not including a ticking clock in your story, you're not telling the true story of climate, and this is that ticking clock, the climate clock. And it's tracking this almost only a little bit more than 7 years left to take decisive action to prevent climate catastrophe.
There isn't just one clock, though. While there are 6 big clocks in various countries across the globe, there are currently just under 100 smaller ticking clocks spread across the different continents, including here at home. According to Climate Clock Campaigns Director Ntokozo Moloi, activists are now focused on putting forward solutions that matter to Africans. And with COP27 taking place in Egypt later this year, Moloi says now is the time for new commitments and accountability.
And last year, the mayor of Durban, Mxolisi Kaunda, also received the clock and promised that they will update their climate action plan. And this year will be the year where we are going back and holding them accountable and asking, so how have you updated the plan, especially after the floods and everything? And how are you also addressing issues of adaptation and mitigation? Have you improved the technology? What's up? What's going on? And we also are in conversations with the mayor of Johannesburg, and we will be talking to other mayors as well in South Africa so that they can receive the clock and also present it to our president.
So what about the $8.5 billion that will be made available to South Africa to transition towards a green and renewable economy? Discussions between South Africa, the EU, US and the UK are still underway to finalize the funding for the Just Energy Transition Partnership. The Climate Clock Group says while it welcomes any positive climate developments, it hopes government will listen to and work closely with activists on the ground when implementing the transition framework. So as the clock ticks down around the globe, and the lights flicker on and off here at home, the calls for renewable energy en masse continue to grow louder and louder. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Nic Andersen in Johannesburg.